So I checked my bike yesterday, and sure enough, it was only charging about 12.5 volts, and it should be about 14 or 14.5 volts. So I pulled that plug apart. That's the one that gave me the problem in the first place. That just goes to your regulator right there for your charging system. You can see the wire I added to jump. One of the pins just corroded inside, and really it should be flipped around because all the water collects in the top and goes down the hole, and then it just sits inside here and it rots them out. So I just cleaned it all out and put some grease in there, and sure enough now it's charging 14.5 volts. So that's probably causing a lot of people problems. So, and this bike's a 2013, so I don't know if they have this plug on all the KTMs, but definitely check that before anything. Sitting at about 14.5 volts idling. Just a quick tech tip on these KTM starters. I pulled mine off. It starts about 9 out of 10 times, but once in a while it won't turn over. So I have a feeling the brushes are probably, and the armature are a little dirty, so I'll get it pulled apart and then I'll show you guys what goes on in there. First thing you're probably going to want to do is get some appropriate music, and if you drink beer you're probably going to want to get a few beers in the fridge. And yeah, I'll come back to you in a minute. So the screws are out, cap comes off, and actually pull this off because so pull the cap off first and then pull your barrel, I guess it's called, I don't know, it's got the magnets in there, and your brushes are down there on the armature, so they're pretty easy to get back on there, so I wouldn't worry about, it's easy to get your fingers or a couple small screwdrivers in there, so don't worry about getting them. It's actually pretty easy to get those back in there. But there you go, look at my armature. You can see the good color right here and see how gross that is. So I probably should replace those brushes, but what I've done a couple times is just carefully clean those brushes off with some brake clean and do the same. Actually I used emery cloth on here, so I'll show you what that looks like when I get it cleaned up. But you can see how shiny it is at the very bottom where the brushes don't hit. That's what it should look like. So I'll clean that up, put it all back together, and I'll show you. Well, there you go. Hopefully my camera shows that up good. It was just gross. What a difference, eh? So to get that back down in there, I actually just pushed the one little brush in and put the armature down on an angle and kind of held it in there, and then pushed the other one in with a small screwdriver like that, and it just slides down carefully and easily. It actually goes in really easy, so it's no big deal.